Hi, this is Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Just because I can, and I continue with Pathologic Blind. Now, realistically speaking, I don't think, the only thing I have still to do is to get 10 infusions for Notkin, but realistically, I don't think this is doable because I don't have the herbs, and to get that amount of herbs I would have to murder the entire city to exchange the blood with the worms. So I think what I am going to do is just rest until another day. The question is, will the infection kill me while I sleep? Yes. Okay. So, what are my options? Oh, interestingly, this is actually later. So the saves are structured in a weird way where the quick saves are on the top, regardless of if they're earlier or later than the manual save. So I need to heal myself, that much is certain. Slightly harmful to health, very harmful to health. Good for restoring strength during sleep. Okay, this is potentially... I'm not sure if that will be enough to counteract the loss of health. Kinda. Yeah, this works pretty well, actually.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theatre.
Okay, do I have any letters? Oh, I haven't read this, actually, which is kind of a problem. I think, maybe, possibly. Read this. Endemic alert. The address to the townspeople. Attention all citizens. Following the outbreak of a lethal disease commonly known as the sand plague, sand pest and sand dirt, the town authorities hereby declare a state of emergency. The disease is extremely contagious. There is still an ongoing research as to how the disease is transmitted, but cases of contact and droplet infections have been confirmed. There are currently no vaccine solutions in the town, and none are to be expected before the regular train arrives. Please be extra careful. The townspeople are forbidden to leave their homes unless under special instruction. Remember, the possibility of infection is much lower for those who stay indoors. The citizens are advised to sterilize their household wares, boil their clothing, and exterminate as many vermin as possible. Do not panic. Medics, couriers, and executors will take care of mail delivery, as well as distribution of drinking water, provisions, and medicine. Requests should be written down and slid under the door for couriers to collect. The address was composed on the instructions of Bachelor Donkowski and ratified by the State of Emergency Town Governor Alexander Saburov. It is compulsory to follow every advice therein. Secret addendum. The annotation to patrolmen, couriers, executors, and sanitary personnel. In order to prevent panic, this annotation is classified, and its contents should not under no circumstances be disclosed to the civilian populace. The disease is incurable. There is no vaccine, neither here nor in the capital. However, there are a few positive facts. The probability of contracting the disease is significantly lower for someone who has taken immune system stimulants. as we now believe, the A pills and the B pills, yellow-colored and blue-colored pills respectively, provide the best protective effect. Excessive doses of the medicine may be detrimental to one's health. Additional protection is afforded by synthetic clothing. Woolen garments are strictly off limits due to parasites. The clothing should be changed as often as possible. Important, the disease develops sporadically. At the initial stage, it does not progress in any significant way, especially if antibiotics are taken. However, if contact with the infection reoccurs, the development of the disease becomes extremely rapid. The disease is not transmitted by means of droplet infection. As of now, we have yet to find out how it's contracted. Preliminary tests suggest that the disease is not contagious at the early stages. Therefore, there is no need to isolate the sick person immediately after the appearance of the symptoms. The executors. In consideration of the particular line of work, we believe that you will not be able to avoid infection. If you have contracted the disease, do not give in to despair. It would have happened sooner or later anyway. Try your best to conserve the infection at its initial stage. Then take antibiotic medicine. Consider using the schmauders. They are extremely dangerous, but they could help curb the infection. And then there is this. Isidor Burak's diaries, extract about the first outbreak. Crude sprawl houses. As of 4 o'clock, 118 sick, 3 deceased. As of 7 o'clock, 99 deceased. Everyone died except Korov Ubon, children unknown. Houses 12 and 14 boarded up. The disease is rapidly spreading. The mortality rate is nearly 100%. Only a miracle will save us. Should be localized with whatever harsh measures requires. The Black Quarantine. Skinner's District. Uncharacteristic indications boarded up. Crude sprawl. 217 deceased. No one uninfected. Did not contact after taking the petrol formula myself. Did not contract after taking the petrol formula myself. Contracted after taking quick brew. Cured with the dead gruel. Cured? These signs indicate her proximity. Suok, the time will come when the starving ancient mother will devour her offspring. The depth of her gullet cannot be measured. The searing heat of her cavities cannot be quenched. The soil, the mud, the dense darkness, the horror. Okay, I understand very little about what he just said, but although an interesting point that he has raised, is that supposedly I can heal myself using the gruel, but I don't quite understand how that would work. Like, it says here in the menu, infection 68%, so I'm not sure if it removes 68% of the infection that I currently have, or it sets it to 68, like from 100, if I was, nearly topped off. Like, I don't quite understand how it works.
Children no longer remember me.
So?
It stays away from dead bodies, disappearing from corpses without a trace. It's been established that you can outweight it if you're careful and discreet. The glass will keep the best, as it's supposed to.
What does it mean?
It means we have a fighting chance. The infectious agent only sticks to living matter and is repelled by dead surfaces. Those who remain indoors are more likely to survive. Scurrying and making a fuss means death. All in all, we can fight.
You self-serving jerk. You've got your own agenda, haven't you? You're always up for a fight. You just need an adversary. What about the people?
Hush, don't you get in his way. He seems to have a plan.
It's all wrong. It's no good at all.
There is great ability in knowing how to conceal one's ability.
Okay, so apparently the disease cannot survive long on, like, you know, not organic on not organic surfaces. Crap. I will use one of the bandages. I think he downed him with, like, a throwing knife. Which, you know, sucks, but at the very least they get an overabundance of organs. Hopefully the hunchback will be willing to trade. Oh, but are those all infected? No. Okay. Because he doesn't trade in infected organs.
Yes?
I still have a lot of him on my plate. I'd rather be left alone for a while if you don't mind. Come back in the morning at around 7 o'clock. Okay, what time is it? 4:30. I'll go see the hunchback, and maybe at that time it'll already be around 7 o'clock when I come back. Okay, so we don't really have much. I am kind of disappointed, but I will visit an apothecary shop. Because maybe I'll buy the painkiller that I bought last time, which also heals me while I sleep. It's also pretty cheap, actually. I'll sell some of the lockpicks because I'm not using them anyway. I'll keep 2. I'll go visit Notkin and Griff. So I still have 2 hours until the Bachelor wants to talk to me. Anyway, I could rest, but it's not really optimal because then once I learn what the main quest is for the day, I want to have time to actually do it. So I don't want to sleep too much during the day.
Bachelor has destroyed the den of Barley's razormen.
Okay, he doesn't have anything to say.
What is to be, will be.
Provides protections against blows and rat bites. Interesting. Repellent jack boots. Ankle boots 10,000. How much for the gun? What? It's a ridiculously low price. I thought it would be higher at this point.
Have you heard? The bandits are cutting people. They want bad shit.
Can you imagine? The Skillers district is completely empty. No disease there anymore, like there's never been any. Weird, right? Sticky is on cloud 9, no doubt about that. I'm worried about him though. Interesting. What does the district look like now? Marauders all over the place. Houses are still standing unlocked, just like they were yesterday, so they're grabbing what they can. I bet they're going to gang up together soon. Killed the good fellow not too long ago, they did, and Rick's big brother as well. That's who I would like to go to war with. Why so bloodthirsty? I'm not bloodthirsty, but it's not blood but justice I'm thirsty for. They go around killing people, an evil that must be repaid with evil. We'd love to go there, but there's business to be done, and I'm worried about Sticky. He wouldn't think twice before crossing them. Have you thought about giving them a thrashing? I might. They say they've got these totally awesome crowbars. Nicked them from the works. I can offer a bounty out on every marauder. This I announce publicly. Whoever brings me 4 marauders' crowbars will get... well, I'll reward them for sure. An intriguing proposal. Consider it accepted. If they attack me first...
Where are my daredevils?
Have your scout charted the town? It's a bloody deal. 3 dead barbers, and the map is yours. Bring me their razors. What kind of payment is that? It's in the interest of all the scouts who make the map, Burak. They're being threatened. They get killed precisely by those people, the barbers, got it? Well, I could, but I can't agree.
How do I fix my legs?
So you're telling me I do need those razors, actually. That I haven't been picking up. Alright. I guess that has to change. Zero. Okay. Okay, total death toll 216. The powers that be are getting increasingly worried. It all ends in less than 9 days. Day 4, by the end of which the Haruspex makes a friend and finds a half-dead enemy. Okay, he has nothing left to trade.
You don't even have a proper hospital in the town.
The yesterday's endeavor turned out to be a complete disaster. I couldn't extract the microbial culture from the dead cells. Not to worry though, there's still hope. Do you have a plan? Master Rubin, who doesn't trust me and is concealing something important, has an unusual source of infected tissue. He's using it to conduct his experiments. It's not a vaccine, of course, but it's something. I think it might be of interest to you as well. You have my attention. Seems like Rubin is working with a mysterious carrier of disease that has weakened microbial culture in their blood. I doubt we could make a vaccine from it. Your reagents seem to deal with it all too mercilessly. I wonder what had weakened the infection though. Who is the carrier? Beats me. Rubin is keeping tantalizingly mum about the whole business. You're closer to him than I, though perhaps you're closer to him than I, though. Perhaps he would be willing to share with you the information that he is concealing from me. Rubin hates me. Absolutely doesn't. Last time we talked, I described your feats in detail and proved that his suspicions were completely baseless. You're his hero now, and he's deeply ashamed of his tantrum. Where do I find him? That's something I cannot tell you. I gave my word. What? That makes no sense. Rubin's trust is very precious to me and it's also very fragile. If he finds out that it is I who told you where his lair is, a lair that's being actively sought after by numerous armed robbers, I might add, I would lose a very important ally. No way, you're free to look for Rubin yourself. Where do I start? I was introduced to him by a lovely lady called Lara Ravel. She's a very kind, gentle creature. I suppose it would be very hard to be accepted as her guest without a stellar reputation, but you'll probably fight your way in somehow. Okay, I'll speak to her. But I also know, like, his prosectorium is marked on the map, so I'll visit that as well.
I'm tired. I've had enough.
How do we catch this detestable pest? Who could have thought I would have encountered such a nasty specimen of the diverse microbial world? I've treated some organs with the new infusions like we discussed. Take a look. Well, nothing surprising here. It's a sort of antibiotic. You could try taking it if you get infected. This can theoretically be helpful. Won't exterminate the disease within you, but it would impede its development temporarily. Or were you wondering if this is the panacea? I can already see it is not. I suspect the panacea requires something special, a unique sample that contains both the disease itself and actively reproducing antibodies. I very much doubt ordinary tissues are capable of sustaining something of that kind. Where could I get a sample of that special tissue? I'm trying to figure that out myself. I promise I'll let you know as soon as I have any news. These infusions can also be quite helpful though. If nothing else, they could at least help us live to see another day if we get infected. I feel like they will become useful sooner rather than later. Bite your tongue. Wait on. Well, actually, they are already quite useful seeing how I am currently infected at this very moment. I think she might be in the district that's already infected. Do you have any bandages? No, but you have this, which is quite useful and also quite cheap. It is within the quarantine zone. I'll approach from the other side because I think the road is closer. Oh, I can't. Yeah, that's a rat. Okay, I have to go in there for the main quest, so it's like the first building on the left.
A stranger brought me a peculiar vial today.
Who are you? Did the harpist send you? What are those stains on your clothes? I am the son of Isidor Burak. My name is Artemy.
Yes.
Can I help you? I'm looking for Stack Rubin. What can he be? It is your good luck that I know where he is. But what do you need him for? You want to take vengeance on him? What for? He threatened to punish you. He believes that it was you who killed Isidor. He's wrong though, isn't he? Of course he is. So why do you need him? I am making a panacea and so does he. I want to know if he's had any luck. Can you promise me that you'll never reveal his hideout to anyone? Can you swear that on your father's memory? Well, if I won't swear it, he'll probably not tell me, so I can. There was a fight at the abandoned warehouse by the works. The townsfolk discovered Barley's lair. Barley is the bandit whose men were first to go about cutting. God have mercy, cutting people. Rubin had secretly infiltrated the area. He was called to help the wounded. Look for him there. Thank you. Okay. But I will actually visit the prosectorium itself, or at least try, because the gate has been locked last time. but it's conspicuously, you know, it bears his name, so you'd think me currently being on the lookout for him should bear some kind of a relevance to that place.
My, Isidora's death was so untimely. He would have known what to do. That was a man like no other.
Okay, so we don't want to talk.
It's the same power that my dear mother used to glimmer with.
And neither do you. Okay, so that's a microscope. Which, to be honest, watching uninfected tissue. Okay, so I guess those are like this is the bacteria that, or at least some symptom of the disease. Because it's present in the infected blood, but not present in the normal blood. Dead tissue. This is blood and tissue of a person who died of the sand plague. Procuring this sample took a lot of work. Illegal dissection of dead bodies may result in accusations of sacrilege, leading to exile at best, and more commonly to lynching. Okay, I think the bachelor might actually want that. Because he was wondering about this guy's samples. Before I go to meet him, I will actually double back to the bachelor and try to present him. I mean, before I go to meet Rubin, I meant, I will backtrack to the bachelor and present him with this, because he might do something with it. Like, he was wondering what experiment Rubin is conducting and how, so, you know. There's also the quest, the looters. The desperate Notkin has a peculiar idea of taking good care of his friends, whom he had orders to delve to the infected parts of town. He has assigned a reward for every 4 crowbars brought to him, and there is no other ways to get those crowbars but to kill the looters that carry them. Yeah, so I would have to fight some looters in the infected areas, but I'm not super keen on doing that, to be honest. Again, but I'm also pretty hungry, so I'll eat this as well as
Truth does not do as much good in the world as the appearance of truth does evil.
Here is the sample of the tissue Rubin works with. I'll take a look at it when I have time. As for now, just examine it under a microscope, but I doubt we'll find what we're looking for there. In any case, I'm still wondering whose tissue we're working with. Thankfully, I can still tell human blood from substitutes. Would you give the sample back to me then? What for? If it contains antibodies, then it's of no. If it contains no antibodies, then it's of no use to you. I could use it though. On the other hand, I can work with it since the bacterial culture is there, however feeble. So who can this be? Rubin is the only person who can answer this question, I'm afraid. We should hurry and find him before his prosecutors do. I would even be willing to break my word for that. But you said he's not at the prosectorium, right? No, he is not. I think Yulia and Lara keep in touch with him, or rather he keeps in touch with them. Perhaps they know something. Try to get to Lara while I'm analyzing the sample. Okay, so I guess that doesn't actually solve the quest. I still have to go and meet him in here. But that has done, I assume, something. You know, he accepted that sample and is going to do some work with it, so I'll run through the hunchback just in case he has spawned some new items. To be honest, hunting those marauders in those infected buildings seems like something that wouldn't be worth it. Because I'll just get more sick, and what can he even get me in return that's going to be that valuable? Okay, let's go here actually. I'm going to the stage. Actually, the same. Maybe that's something useful.
How does one protect himself from being infected? You're a doctor, you should know.
Now that's just dirty. The soul and a halves, those pricks, say Rick Khan's boots call me a traitor. Now they won't take me with them to Mac the Barbers, those stinkers. Are they correct? Correct! Come on. Notkin's just angry because I refused to join him when he wanted me to. Khan has no special liking of me either. I've done them both favors. I've even climbed the chimney for them. All those pricks do is boss about. Well, we'll just wait and see. Are they planning to... And they are planning to mug the muggers, right? Well, yeah, they are. As if they would have a shot at it. They planned on arming up, got them weapons stored at a certain place. Well, I'm going to ruin their party. How about we snatch their weapons away, and we'll save the damn heads from the barber's knives as well. Where is that place? Go to the cemetery. You'll find a buddy of mine there named Stump. Tell him we're in cahoots and all that. He'll take you to the place. Rubberneck is the word. You gotta share though. If you don't share with me, there will be payback. Rubberneck it is then. Deal. Okay. I don't really need the weapons for weapons' sake, but I might be able to sell some of them. And what do you want, eh? Got yourself a death wish? Are you Stump? Busybody is the word. I'll be the one to escort you instead of Sticky. Wasn't it the Rubberneck though? Well done, Sticky, cause you know, people say it's dangerous out there. Those jerks have gone absolutely mental, they're running rampant. I'd put a knife or two into them if I could, too. Come on, follow me. We run, no stops, time is short. Hopefully we don't run on them on our way. We'll probably fight back well enough though. Alright, let's go, I guess. I also hope it's not far. Might have lost where he went. Okay, he's waiting over there. Here we are. Weird, it's locked. Either no one come yet, or they must have gone away to get a lockpick. Got a lockpick? I do. How do I use it though? I'm kind of potentially screwed. I'm really not sure if all of this is worth it. Okay, so there's a weapon and 10 pieces of ammo. I will go back to share, as we agreed. I have enough problems without the street urchins being out for my blood.
Someone's leaned against my window at night. Ooh, spooky.
I found the chest. Thank you, pal. Did you know the house was infected, by the way? You're kidding, right? That's no laughing matter. Just ask your friends. You know what? Go ahead and keep all the weapons to yourself. I'll find myself some more. Alright.
Enough chin wagging.
Fair enough. I can sell it and buy some food or medicine. Okay, but this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to pause it here and do a manual save. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!